Hello everyone, welcome to the Games Network. This is Taylor who won 2 weeks ago the League Challenge tournament, came first. He's just going to go through the deck list and what he run. So brother, what's your deck?
I was running Tera Box with all the different Tera Pokemon at my disposal. So to start with Pokemon, for Hoot Hoot, we run one of the 80 HP to prevent the Phantom Dive Halucha.
Yep, that's a good tech.
From Dragapult, yep. And then 4 Noctowl for consistency when we have a Tera on board. Similarly, we have the Ditto for getting Wellspring and active under Badoo before they can Badoo us. And then Fan Rotom for getting our Hoot Hoots and Noctowls and Dittos.
Yep.
For attackers, I run 2 Wellspring versus Evolution decks. It's great just to put them further behind and just have to set up again.
Yep.
And then for Pikachu, it's versus Archaladon, Raging Bolt, any like big basic deck that can only attack the active. And then Clefairy versus Dragon types like Raging Bolt and Dragapult EX. Blood Moon for ending games on cards like Fezandipity or Latias with a boss play.
Yep.
And then for the support Pokemon, I run a Latias for free retreat, Fez for drawing cards, and Tealmas for drawing cards and NG acceleration.
Cool.
So
right.
For the supporters,
Yep.
I run 3 Crispins just for more NG acceleration. That's the name of the game with this deck. Getting all your NGs onto Pikachu so that you don't need any draw power, just keep attacking them.
Yeah.
Then for more consistency, I run 2 Iono for Iono Blood Moon play at the end of the game. Research for more consistency under Badoo.
Yep.
And then for the tech supporters, I run 2 Boss for Gus and a Turo to pick up a damaged Pikachu. Then for the items, more consistency again, I run 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball. This is just to get your Pokemon Ultra Ball getting you cards like Noctowl, and Nest Ball getting you cards like Fan Rotom on your turn 1. Earthen Vessel to get you energies to start NG acceleration with Teal Mask, or just it with a Crispin play as well. And then again, more NG acceleration with free E-Switch, so you can Teal or Dance and then E-Switch to a card like Pikachu.
Yep.
2 Night Stretches for NG recursion, and 1 Counter Catcher if they go for a greedy play turn 1. And then for the energies, I play 4 Grass, 2 Psychic, 2 Lightning, 1 Metal, 1 Water. Water's for Wellspring Ogerpon in case Crystal's prized or you need to use Crystal on something else. I found the 2 Lightning was really good so that I didn't have to play Super Rod, so I can just keep Crystal and Crispining my opponent with Pikachu. And then 2 Psychics for the Laser Clefairy because it's key in a lot of matchups and can be a good attacker on low HP basics. And then the 3 Grass just for general energy and also for Teal Dance. Then for the stadiums and tools, my A-Spec, Spark and Crystal, you have to play this in the deck just so you can...
It helps with like the energy kind of things, doesn't it?
Energy acceleration.
Yeah.
So you can go like Crispin, put Grass, Lightning on a Pikachu, and then Crispin again next turn. Once it discarded it, do another Lightning, another Grass. And then you still have the Metal on deck, so you don't need any energy recursion. And then 3 stadiums, just so you can get all your support Pokemon out as well as your attackers, so you can diversify your threats as the game goes on. And any changes I make to the deck,
I was going to say,
would probably be Counter Catcher. I didn't find it come up too much. The only time it might come up is maybe versus like a Raging Bolt or any deck where they might punch you with Fan Rotom turn 1 if you leave a 1 prize in active, which you typically do with this deck. Or maybe after Dragapult takes a 4 prize turn on you, maybe then you could play this as well. But generally, I think I'd probably replace it for a 4th Crispin.
Okay.
For even more consistency.
And what was your matchups? What did you...
So in this league challenge 2 weeks ago, I played against Izzy, who's on Archaladon, played against Sam, who's on Raging Bolt, and I played against Sean, who's on Goldengo.
Okay.
And versus Goldengo, I just Wellsprings. I went for the greedy play to boss both his Gimmigholes, just put him like several turns behind. He couldn't recover from that, 2-0'd. And then versus Izzy, she didn't play Monkey Dory, and even if she did play Monkey Dory, I'm not going to put any damage on the field, so it wouldn't really help versus Pikachu. So Pikachu just carried there because she just had to 2-shot it with Archaladon, so that's not very effective. And then versus Sam, similar thing. I used Clefairy a few times, but versus Raging Bolt, unless they've showed you the Slitherwing, you usually just want to use Pikachu just to guarantee that you put them a turn behind.
And any particular techs against decks that you've added into your deck, or this is what
I've
it is?
seen some Tera Box decks play Jamming Tower, but I think generally with this deck, you win pretty quickly, so it's best just to maximize your consistency on turn one. The only thing I consider maybe adjusting more for is recently I've found versus some good players like Dragport players, I've found that if they go counter catch on a knockdown Badoo you, maybe Iona you or unfair stump you, can be quite hard to come back from because you need to raw draw an energy or a knockdown to play the game. So I think maybe a few more supporters to help versus Badoo would be some changes to make to the deck.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, and we'll hopefully win another one. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
No worries.